Hello there and welcome. Sherry Moyse, Intuitive Business Alchemist. I am here with part 3 of our Hustle and Grind versus Flow series. If you missed parts 1 or 2, you can grab the links below and watch those to get caught up. They're short, sweet, to the point. My intention here is to give you an alternative to the hustle and grind mentality that go, 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 do. I need to be busy in my business or life in order to be creating results. I have been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and it didn't work so well. Created a lot of overwhelm, stress, eventual adrenal fatigue, not exciting things, nor things that are supportive to building a business and a sustainable one. And I hear so often from heart-centered entrepreneurs, spiritual entrepreneurs, how they are doing so much and not getting results, and that they're frustrated with all the places they need to show up, all the things they need to do. And so I am on a mission to ensure that you don't face that cycle of burnout and overwhelm, and really putting your most precious resource, time, into things and into systems and processes that really aren't aligned with how you are wired and designed and meant to be showing up in the world. When we are working in our unique flow, we are more productive, we can do less in more time, and it is such a better place to be when you're nourished and supported, when you're thriving. Your business can thrive, your life can thrive, your relationships can thrive, all of those things. So we've been talking about the downside to the hustle and grind and where it even came from and what the alternative is. The alternative I'm proposing is working in cycles. It is something that I have fully embraced in all parts of my business and life, and it has made such a difference in my energy, in my creativity, in my just desire to be showing up, but knowing that I'm going to get those downtimes, those ebbs and those flows. And so it's fun. It's fun to play with the cycles. So what might that look like? We talked a little bit about the fact that our ancestors used to work with the lunar cycles, with the solar cycles. And that was how they knew when to plant, when to harvest, what was happening for each season. And last time in video 2, I showed you what it looks like to be in that seasonal flow. So we each have our own unique rhythm. We each have our own unique flow. Times when we have more energy, times when we feel more focused or productive, and times when seriously we just need to nap, which is perfect. So one thing that you can do, which is to track your own energy. Track your energy over, you can do it initially, by the day. Where are you getting those highs and lows? You can track it more granular down to, the hours if you choose to, but noticing and finding, and if you do this over a series of months, you'll start to see a rhythm and a pattern. And then you can plug in what your doing looks like based on that pattern. And it does take a few cycles in order to find that rhythm and flow. I've done it before and I'm still attuned to it. And it does take a few months to get there. If you want a shortcut, I've got a couple of ways that you can start working with cycles more easily in the now and leverage that energy and do some planning with your marketing, planning with your clients, planning with your social media, things like that, so that you are working with the energies and flowing with those energies for yourself and your clients and potential clients. It's a really powerful way to do it. So we can look at what I would call the macro. So we can look at the astrological solar cycle, and that gives us this really beautiful ebb and flow through the zodiac signs. We've got the initial energy push of that Aries bold take action energy. When we come into Taurus and we ground it down, earth energy, we're going to slow it down. And then we come into Gemini, and it is that mental energy. Now we can gather data, we can get resources, we can do research. And then we come into Cancer, and again, we're going to slow it down a bit. More watery energy. We're going to check in with how all this is feeling. So, can you see this flow? And then we do it over again. That's the spring cycle. We move into the summer cycle. Again, we hit that upward swing with Leo, and we've got that fiery energy going in, and we just want to play and have fun. A great time to test and trial things. And then we move into Virgo season where we are, and now we can get down to business. We can look at everything we've been building and playing with over the past few months and really add system and structure to it. And then we move on into Libra season, and we can beautify it, and so on and so forth. And as you can see, there's this ebb and this flow. Sometimes the energy is very action oriented in different ways. Sometimes it's more mental. Sometimes it's slower energy. And we can really play with that ebb and flow of the solar cycles. So I call that the macro because you can, and I will be doing a workshop soon where we're going to look at the second half of the solar cycle and do some big picture planning. And then we can get more granular. We can go to the micro level and use the lunar cycles from new moon to new moon to really plan out those daily tasks, to really plan out the flow of our marketing, to plan out the flow of when we see clients, plan the flow of when we're doing busy work, detail work. And then we can marry, our energy up with that flow and really create a schedule for ourselves that is going to really work, and putting out our content, be putting out our offers, our invitations at times that are best for our energy and that are taking into account the collective energy. And that's where you hit the sweet spot. I've been doing this kind of lunar planning under the umbrella of the solar planning for a couple of years now, and it's made things so much easier. It takes me out of my head, allows me to really connect to my intuition and really trust the process. I'm not having to pick the best date. I'm using astrology to help me do that. I'm using the cycles to help me do that. Then I'm using my own energy, and I'm marrying these things up to find the best flow for me. And I do that with my clients. We're looking at the big picture of what's happening collectively. We're looking at their energy, the energy of their business, and we're creating a roadmap, a flow for their content creation, for their offers, for the kinds of things that they want to be sharing with their clients, sharing in their messaging. And it gives you this amazing, beautiful roadmap that allows you to, like I said, take you out of the thinking mind and really into trusting the flow and the process. So you can go down this track of watching and managing your own energy. You can start looking and getting curious around the cycles. I've been sharing in the Heart Powered Coaches and Healers Collective the energy of the different cycles. We go from new moon to new moon, and I'm always bringing out the flow and the features of that. I'll be doing a more in-depth training on that macro cycle, the solar cycle, soon, and I'll keep you posted on that. And in the meantime, I encourage you to get curious, to really start to notice those ebbs and flows in your energy and see if you can marry up some of your doing with your being, because that's really what it's about. If we can do in our beingness, follow our own energy and the flow, we can do so much more with so much more ease. and avoid that overwhelm, stress, and burnout that comes with trying to go, 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 do all of the time. And I've also got, and I'll be posting about this tomorrow, I am going to take 6 total, but one spot's already taken, folks through creating a roadmap using the cycles for their next invitation sequence cycle. So if you're planning to put out a program, you have an offer, sometime needs to be after October, because we're going to do this over a 6-week period. Anytime post-October, could be, say you're planning, you think you're going to do something for the end of the year or the new year, perfect timing. We are going to take your personal cycle, your personal flow via the astrology. We're going to look at the collective astrology, and we're going to create a step-by-step plan from pre-launch to post, and you'll know exactly when the best times are for you and collectively to put out your invitations, what to be putting, types of things to be putting in your emails, putting in your posts. It's really powerful, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So first time I'm doing it in this little group format, we'll meet 3 times live. You'll get access to me in between. And by the end of it, like I said, you'll have this amazing roadmap. You'll know exactly what to do and you'll have most of the content actually already mapped out and sketched out, if not completely done. So all you'll have to do is push the button. So I'm excited. It's such a great process, and I look forward to sharing it with more of you as we flow. So I will be back with more info on how you can get connected. If you're curious and you want to be one of the first ones to get that info, just drop me a note below in the comments, and I will make sure to message you directly and get you the info ASAP. All right, my friends, I invite you to consider working with cycles in your business if you're not already, and thinking about how you can create this ebb and flow energy that will support you, your clients, and your business, and really ensure that you are creating something sustainable. So often we hear stories of folks who have pushed, and they have to walk away, or they have to take a big break because it's not sustainable. There's a better way, and cycles, in my opinion, are that better way for so many reasons. But I'll keep it short and simple now. And for right now, I will remind you that you can watch the other 2 pieces of this series by clicking the links below. And if you're interested in creating an invitation, aka launch roadmap, and so that you're all ready to go, raise your hand and let's connect, and I will be sharing more. All right, my friends, thank you for tuning in. And remember, as always, all it takes is a little bit of heart power. Talk to you soon.